What do you want to be when you grow up? I hate that question. Like, how many times are we asked that? I'm asked at least once a week, and every time I go into panic mode because for the most part, I have no idea. I mean, I'm only 14. Everyone at some point has thought or will think, what is my purpose? Some people think that they don't have a purpose because they don't have anything to offer, or they have no hope for the future. But in Psalms 139, verse 14, it says, I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. This is saying that God loves us and that we shouldn't see ourselves as worthless, but as how God sees us, wonderful. So don't think you don't have a purpose. We're all meant to do something. If that means being a dentist or a youth pastor, we all have a purpose. In 1 Corinthians 12:18 through 19, it says, but in fact, God has placed the parts in the body, every one of them, just as he wanted them to be. If they were all one part, where would the body be? As it is, there are many parts, but one body. This means everyone has a role to play and everyone has a purpose. God has put us in the place we are for a reason, whether that's our church or our school. This year, I learned that I go to my school for a reason, and that's to lead others to Christ. This year, I had to take a leap of faith and lead the Bible club at school when no one else wanted to. Find out why you are in the places and groups you are in. Talk to God. Listen to what he has to say. God has put us all in different areas, but we're still one church and have a unique design from God. There's no one in the world like you. God doesn't discriminate. We're all seen as equals in his eyes. It says in the Bible that we were created in his image. Even if you're a construction worker or even a pastor, we're all equal in God's eyes. But God gave us unique hobbies and talents. Nothing is a mistake. That's the thing. No one can do what you do. In Romans 12:4, it says, for just as each of us have one body with many members, and these members do not all have the same function. We are all uniquely made, and God knew what he was doing when he created every single detail of us. He knew all the mistakes that we have made and that we're gonna make, and still loves us and gives us a purpose. One thing that blocks us from embracing our purpose is insecurities. I know what it's like to be insecure, to think I'm not good enough or I'm not smart enough, and everything in between. But how cool is it that you can confidently say, God made me with a great and unique purpose. There are multiple things that we use to help us find our purpose. There's this thing called the Enneagram that we use to help us find our purpose. This tells you your personality type. How many of you have tried it? If so, what number are you? By the way, I'm a 6. But the Enneagram is not going to help you find your purpose. God is. God knows you and knows everything about you. He has a plan for you. He's your father and is going to take you to the place he wants you to be. In Romans 8:28, it says, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. This is so special because finding our purpose means trusting God. And to trust God, you have to have a relationship with him. When I was little, I essentially did what my parents did and didn't really have a relationship with him. But praying, reading my Bible, worship, and praising him in my own way brought me closer to him because I was authentic. When you get close to him, it can't be through your parents' relationship with God or your friends. It has to be yours. I'll tell you about me. I thought that I was worthless and that no one really cared about me. But in 2019, God opened my eyes and showed me that I have a purpose through my friends and family, opening up to me in a way like never before. Through praying and reading my Bible, I found out that my purpose is to be a kids pastor, outreach my school, continue to be a part of my youth group, to keep serving and being a light that points others to Jesus when they're in their darkest place. Just like me, everyone has a purpose. And that's a purpose, a unique purpose created by the creator of the universe. In order to find that purpose, you need to have a relationship with God so he can lead you on the path he set out just for you. I'll leave you with this verse from Proverbs 19, verse 21. Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it's the Lord's purpose that prevails.